Good morning to you all. Today I wish to discuss 100 important MCQ of chemistry on chemical kinematics and classification of elements and periodicity in properties for NEET and other competitive exams. These questions are concise and directly aligned with the syllabus to assist in effective preparation. These questions are also important for CBSE class 12th exam and also important for NDA, CDS and other competitive exams. Please go through this video carefully. If you have any doubt in any question or answer, please verify from your textbook. I have tried my best to explain each and every term, every question also on the basis to prepare you for the competitive exams. Please go through the video. Please share and subscribe this channel, and please share this video to your friends those are preparing for NEET and other competitive exams. Question number 1. The rate of chemical reaction depends upon option A temperature, option B concentration, option C catalyst, option D all the above. The rate of chemical reaction depends upon temperature, yes, concentration, yes, catalyst, yes. So all are correct, hence option D is correct. All of these are the part, hence option D is the correct option. Question number 2. The unit of rate constant for a second order reaction is the unit of rate constant for a second order reaction is option A mole per liter into second, option B liter per mole into second, option C per second, option D liter square per mole square into second. The correct answer is B, liter per mole into second. Option B is correct. The unit of rate constant for a second order reaction is liter per mole into second. Option B is correct. Question number 3. For a reaction A equal to product, the rate law is given as rate is equal to Ka square. What is the order of the reaction? For a reaction A is equal to product, the rate law is given as rate is equal to Ka square. What is the order of the reaction? Option A 0, option B 1, option C 2, option D 3. The correct answer is C 2. For a reaction A is equal to product, the rate law is given as the rate is equal to Ka square. What is the order of reaction? The order of reaction is C, that is 2. So option C is correct. Question number 4. Which of the following statement is true about a catalyst? Which of the following statement is true about a catalyst? Option A, it increases the activation energy. B, it decreases the activation energy. C, it is consumed in the reaction. D, it shifts the equilibrium of the reaction. The correct answer is B, it decreases the activation energy. Option B is correct. Question number 5. The half-life of a first order reaction depends on option A initial concentration, option B rate constant, option C temperature, option D both B and C. The correct answer is D, both B and C. That is, half-life of a first order reaction depends upon rate constant and temperature. Hence B and C are correct, that is D is correct. So option D is correct, that is both B and C are correct. Question number 6. The periodic law is based on option A atomic size, option B atomic mass, option C atomic number, option D electron affinity. The correct answer is atomic number. The periodic law is based on atomic number, hence option C is correct. Question number 7. The element with the highest electronegativity is option A oxygen, option B fluorine, option C chlorine, option D nitrogen. The correct answer is B fluorine. The element with the highest electronegativity is fluorine. Option B is correct. Question number 8. Which group in the periodic table contains noble gases? Which group in the periodic table contains noble gases? Option A group 15, option B group 16, option C group 17, option D group 18. The correct answer is D group 18. Which group of the periodic table contains noble gases? The group 18 contains the noble gases in periodic table. So option D is correct. Question number 9. The atomic radius decreases across a period due to. The atomic radius decreases across a period due to. Option A increased nuclear charge. Option B decreased shielding effect. Option C both A and B. Option D none of these. So answer A is correct. The increased nuclear charge. Atomic radius decreases across a period due to increased nuclear charge. Question number 10. The first ionization energy is highest for. The first ionization energy is highest for. Option A lithium, option B beryllium, option C helium, option D neon. The correct answer is C helium. The first ionization energy is highest for helium. Question number 11. In the Arrhenius equation, K is equal to A e की power minus Ka upon RT, where Ea refers to in the Arrhenius equation K is equal to A e की power minus Ea upon RT, where Ea refers to option A activation energy, option B energy of reactants, option C energy of product, option D heat of reaction. The correct answer is A activation energy. Ea refers to activation energy. The Arrhenius equation is K is equal to A e की power minus Ea upon RT, where Ea refers to activation energy. Question number 12. If the rate constant of a reaction increases by 4 times when the temperature is raised from 300 Kelvin to 310 Kelvin, the energy of activation is approximately. If the rate constant of a reaction increases by 4 times when the temperature is raised to 300 Kelvin to 310 Kelvin, the energy of activation is approximately. You have to calculate it. The correct answer will be 100 kilojoule per mole. The energy of activation is approximately 100 kilojoule per mole. You will calculate it by using the formula. Then it will be 100 kilojoule per mole. That is option B is correct. Question number 13. The slowest step in a reaction mechanism is called the slowest step in a reaction mechanism is called the option A catalytic step, option B rate determining step, option C fast step, option D equilibrium step. The correct answer is B rate determining step. The slowest step in a reaction mechanism is called the rate determining step. Hence option B is correct. Question number 14. For a zero order reaction the rate is option A proportional to concentration, option B independent of concentration, option C inversely proportional to time, option D none of these. The correct answer is B independent of concentration. For a zero order reaction the rate is independent of concentration. Question number 15. Which of the following affect the rate constant? Which of the following affects the rate constant? Option A temperature, option B catalyst, option C activation energy, option D all of these. Which of the following affect the rate constant? Rate constant is affected by temperature, yes. It is affected by catalyst, yes. It is affected by activation energy, yes. All the three are correct, hence option D is correct. All of these. The correct option is D. Question number 16. The rate of chemical reaction doubles for every 10 degree rise in temperature. This is called the rate of chemical reaction doubles for every 10 degree Celsius rise in temperature. This is called option A Arrhenius law, option B temperature coefficient, option C law of mass action, option D Vent Hope rule. The option B is correct, temperature coefficient. The rate of chemical reaction doubles for every 10 degree Celsius rise in temperature. This is called the temperature coefficient. Option B is correct. Question number 17. The molecularity of a reaction is option A theoretical concept, option B determined experimentally, option C always an integer, option D both B and C. The correct answer is C, always an integer. The molecularity of a reaction is always an integer, always an integer and determined experimentally, both are correct. Hence no, it is not, B is not correct, only C is correct, always an integer. The molecularity of a reaction is always an integer, option C is correct. So it is not determined experimentally. The molecularity of a reaction is always an integer, hence option C is correct. Question number 18. A reaction with a half-life that remains constant is option A first order, option B second order, option C zero order, option D complex. The correct answer is A, first order. A reaction with half-life that remains constant is first order. That is option A is correct. Question number 19. If the initial concentration of reactants is doubled in a first order reaction, then the rate of the reaction becomes. If the initial concentration of reactant is doubled in a first order reaction, then the rate of the reaction becomes option A half, option B double, option C unchanged, option D 4 times. The correct answer is double. If the initial concentration of reactant is double in a first order reaction, then the rate of reaction also becomes double. Option B is correct. Question number 20. The radioactive decay follows. Option A zero order kinetics, option B first order kinetics, option C second order kinetics, option D third order kinetics. The option B is correct, first order kinetics. The radioactive decay follows the first order kinetics. Option B is correct. Question number 21. The periodic table was first proposed by option A Newlands, option B Mendeleev, option C Moseley, option D Dalton. The correct answer is Mendeleev. So periodic table was first proposed by Mendeleev. Question number 22. Which of the following is a S block element? Option A lithium, option B chlorine, option C iron, option D copper. The correct answer is lithium. Lithium is a S block element. Out of these four, lithium is a S block element, hence option A is correct. Question number 23. Ionization energy increases across a period because option A atomic radius increases, option B shielding effect decreases, option C nuclear charge increases, option D both B and C. So both B and C are correct. It means ionization energy increases for a period because shielding effect decreases, nuclear energy increases. Hence option D is correct. An ionization energy increases across a period because nuclear charge increases. Option C is correct. B is not correct. So ionization energy increases across a period because nuclear charge increases. The correct option is C. So nuclear charge increases, ionization increases across a period because nuclear charge increases. Option C is correct. Question number 24. In a period, the element with the smallest atomic radius is, in a period, the element with the smallest atomic radius is, option A alkali metal, option B halogen, option C noble gas, option D alkaline earth metal. The correct answer is noble gas. In a period, the element with the smallest atomic radius is noble gas. So option C is correct. Question number 25. The element with the highest ionization energy in a periodic table is, the element with the highest ionization energy in the periodic table is, option A hydrogen, option B neon, option C fluorine, option D helium. The correct answer is D helium. The element with the highest ionization energy in the periodic table is helium. So option D is correct. Question number 26. The electron affinity of an atom is, the electron affinity of an atom is, option A energy required to remove an electron, option B energy released when an electron is added, option C energy required to form a bond, option D none of the above. The correct answer is energy released when an electron is added. The electron affinity of an atom is the energy released when an electron is added. Question number 27. The most metallic element in the periodic table is, the most metallic element in the periodic table is, option A lithium, option B cesium, option C fluorine, option D oxygen. The correct answer is cesium. Cesium is the most metallic element in the periodic table. The answer is B, cesium. Question number 28. When which block of periodic table contains transition element? Which block of periodic table contains transition element? Option A S block, option B P block, option C D block, option D F block. The correct answer is C, that is D block. Which block of periodic table contains transition element? That is D block. So option C is correct. Question number 29. Which of the following is an example of metalloid? Which of the following is an example of metalloid? Option A silicon, option B aluminum, option C magnesium, option D bromine. The correct answer is A silicon. Which of the following is an example of metalloid? So silicon is an example of metalloid. Question number 30. The diagonal relationship is shown by, the diagonal relationship is shown by, option A sodium and potassium, option B lithium and magnesium, option C fluorine and chlorine, option C D beryllium and boron. The correct answer is B lithium and magnesium. The diagonal relationship is shown by lithium and magnesium. Option B is correct. Question number 31. The rate constant of a reaction has the unit of per second. The reaction is of, the rate constant of a reaction has a unit of per second, that is second inverse. The reaction is of, option A 0 order, option B first order, option C second order, option D third order. The correct answer is first order. The option B is correct. That is first order. The rate constant of a reaction has a unit of per second. The reaction is of first order. Option B is correct. Question number 32. The order of a reaction can be determined by, the order of a reaction can be determined by, option A mechanism of a reaction, option B molecularity, option C experimentally only, option D stoichiometry. Stoichiometry. The order of a reaction can be determined by, option A mechanics of a reaction, option B molecularity, option C experimentally only, option D stoichiometry. So correct answer is C experimentally only. The option C is correct. The order of a reaction is determined by experimentally only. Question number 33. The temperature dependence of a rate constant is described by the temperature dependence of a rate constant is described by option A Henry's law, option B Raoult law, option C Arrhenius equation, option D Boyle's law. The correct answer is Arrhenius equation. The temperature dependence of a rate constant is described by option A Henry's law, option B Raoult law, option C Arrhenius equation, option D Boyle's law. The correct answer is Arrhenius equation. Question number 34. For a reaction A plus B equal to product, the rate law is the rate Ka square B. The overall order of the reaction is, for a reaction A plus B is equal to product, the rate law is the rate is equal to Ka square B. The overall order of the reaction is the option A 1, option B 2, option C 3, option D 4. The correct answer is C 3. The overall order of the rate of reaction is 3. Question number 34. Question number 34. The reaction A is equal to B plus C is of the first order if 75% of A decomposes in 60 minutes. The half-life is. The reaction A is equal to B plus C is of the first order if 75% of A decomposes in 60 minutes. The half-life is option A 30 minutes, option B 60 minutes, option C 40 minutes, option D 20 minutes. The correct answer is 40 minutes. If A is equal to B plus B, C is of the first order if 75% of A decomposes in 60 minutes. The half-life is 40 minutes. That is option C is correct. Question number 36. For a second order reaction, the plot of 1 oblique A versus time is, for a second order reaction, the plot of a 1 oblique A versus time is option A linear, option B exponential, option C parabolic, option D none of these. The correct answer is A linear. For a second order reaction, the plot of 1 upon A versus time is linear. That is option A is correct. Question number 37. A catalyst option A alerts the Gibbs free energy of the reaction. B provides an alternative pathway with lower activation energy. C increases the equilibrium constant. D increases the enthalpy of the reaction. The catalyst provides an alternative pathway with lower activation energy. That is option B is correct. Question number 38. The rate law of a reaction is the rate is equal to K A ki power 0 B ki power 1. This implies the rate law of a reaction is the rate is equal to K A ki power 0 B ki power 1. This implies option A, the reaction is zero order with respect to A, or B, the reaction is first order with respect to B, C, the overall order is 1, option D, all of these. So the rate law of a reaction is the rate is equal to K A naught B 1. This implies the reaction is zero order with respect to A. Yes, correct. The reaction is first order with respect to B. Yes, correct. C, the overall order is 1. It means all are correct, means D is the option, that is all of these. Question number 39. The unit of the rate constant for a zero order reaction are, the units of a rate constant for a zero order reaction are option A mole per liter into second, option B liter per mole into second, C second inverse, D L square upon mole square into second. The correct answer is A, the mole per liter into second. The unit of a rate constant of zero order reaction are option A, that is mole per liter into second. Question number 40. The activation energy for a reaction is 0. The rate constant is, The activation energy for a reaction is 0. The rate constant is option A increases with the temperature, option B decreases with the temperature, option C is independent of temperature, option D none of these. The correct answer is C, is independent of temperature. The activation energy for a reaction is 0. The rate constant is independent of temperature. Question number 41. Who proposed the modern periodic law? Who proposed the modern periodic law? Option A Mendeleev, option B Newlands, option C Moseley, option D Dalton. Who proposed the modern periodic law? Option A Mendeleev, option B Newlands, option C Moseley, option D Dalton. The correct answer is C Moseley. Moseley proposed the modern periodic law. Question number 42. Which group of element is called alkali metal? Which group of element is called alkali metal? Option A group 1, option B group 2, option C group 16, option D group 17. The correct answer is group 1. Group 1 of the element is called alkali metal. Question number 43. The first transition series starts from option A scandium, option B titanium, option C vanadium, option D chromium. The correct answer is scandium. The first transition series starts from scandium. Question number 44. Which of the following element has the smallest size? Which of the following element has the smallest size? Option A boron, option C B carbon, option C nitrogen, option D oxygen. The oxygen has the smallest size. The option D is correct. Oxygen has the smallest size. So D is correct. Question number 45. The element with the lowest electronegativity is option A lithium, option B sodium, option C francium, option D cesium. The element with the lowest electronegativity is C francium. The option C is correct. That is francium is having the lowest electronegativity. So francium is the correct answer. Option C is the correct. Question number 46. The electron affinity is maximum for option A fluorine, option B chlorine, option C bromine, option D oxygen. The correct answer is B chlorine. The electron affinity is maximum for fluorine. Question number 47. Which book contains the lanthanides and acetinides? Which block contains the lanthanides and acetinides? Option A S block, option B P block, option C D block, option D F block. The correct answer is F block. F block contains the lanthanides and acetinides. Question number 48. The shielding effect is maximum in option A S orbital, option B P orbital, option C D orbital, option D F orbital. The correct answer is D, that is F orbital. The shielding effect is maximum in F orbital, that is option D is correct. Question number 49. The element in a period 3 with the highest ionization energy is with the highest ionization energy is option A sodium, option B magnesium, option C chlorine, option D argon. The correct answer is D argon. The element in period 3 with the highest ionization energy is argon. Question number 50. Across a period the ionization energy is option A decreases, option B increases, option C remain constant, option D first decreases then increases. The correct answer is B increases. Across a period the ionization energy increases. Option B is correct. Question number 51. The unit of rate constant for a third order reaction are option A mole per liter second, Option B, liter square per mole square into second. Option C, liter square per mole into second. Option D, mole per liter square into second. The correct answer is C, liter square per mole into second. The unit of rate constant for a third order reaction is liter square per mole into second. That is option C is correct. Question number 52. The reaction 2A is equal to B has the rate law is equal to Ka square. If the concentration of A is double, the rate will be. The reaction 2A is equal to B has the rate law Ka square. If the concentration of A is double, the rate will be. Option A remains same. Option B double. Option C quadruple. Option D increased eightfold. The correct answer is quadruple. If the reaction 2A is equal to B has a rate law is equal to Ka square. If the concentration of A is double, the rate will be quadruple. The option C is correct. Question number 53. Which of the following can slow down the chemical reaction? Which of the following can slow down a chemical reaction? Option A catalyst. Option B decreasing temperature. Option C increasing reactant concentration. Option D increasing pressure. The correct answer is B decreasing temperature. Which of the following can slow down a chemical reaction? The correct answer is decreasing temperature can slow down a chemical reaction. Question number 54. The time period for 75% completion of a first order reaction is related to its half-life. The time required for a 75% completion of a first order reaction is related to its half-life by option A 2 into T half, option B 1.5 into T half, option C 3 into T half, option D 1.25 into T half. The correct answer is C 3 into T half. The time required for 75% completion of a first order reaction is related to its half life by 3 into T half. That is option C is correct. Question number 55. For an exothermic reaction, the activation energy of the forward reaction is. For an exothermic reaction, the activation energy of the forward reaction is. Option A greater than that of reverse reaction. Option B equal to reverse reaction. Option C less than that of reverse reaction. Option D independent of the reverse reaction. The correct answer is C less than that of reverse reaction. Option C is correct. For an exothermic reaction, the activation energy of forward reaction is less than that of reverse reaction. Question number 56. A catalyst increases the rate of reaction by. A catalyst increases the rate of reaction by. Option A increasing the molecular collision. Option B lowering the activation energy. Option C increasing temperature. Option D providing energy to reactant. The correct answer is B lowering the activation energy. A catalyst increases the rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy. Option B is correct. Question number 57. The rate of reaction is directly proportional to. The rate of reaction is directly proportional to. Option A free energy of reaction. Option B concentration of reactants. Option C change in enthalpy. Option D activation energy. The correct answer is B concentration of reactants. The rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactants. Question number 58. The half-life of a zero order reaction depends on. The half-life of a zero order reaction depends on. Option A initial concentration. Option B rate constant. Option C temperature. Option D both A and B. The half-life of a zero order reaction depends on both A and B, that is initial concentration and rate constant. So it depends upon both A and B, that is option D is correct. Question number 59. For a first order reaction, the plot of log A versus time is. For a first order reaction, the plot of log A versus time is. Option A linear, option B parabolic, option C hyperbolic, option D none of these. The correct answer is A, linear. For a first order reaction, the plot of log A versus time is linear. That is option A is correct. Question number 60. The collision theory of reaction rate assume that the collision theory of reaction rate assume that option A, all collision lead to a reaction. Option B, only collision with sufficient energy and proper orientation lead to a reaction. Option C, activation energy is not required. Option D, reactants must collide at high speed. The correct answer is B. The collision theory of reaction is rate assume that the only collision with sufficient energy and proper orientation lead to the reaction. The option B is correct. Question number 61. Which of the following is the least electronegative element? Which of the following is the least electronegative element? Option A, hydrogen. Option B, helium. Option C, francium. Option D, lithium. The correct answer is C, francium. Which of the following is least electronegative element? The correct answer is francium is the least electronegative element. Question number 62. The periodicity of properties in a periodic table is due to. The periodicity of properties in a periodic table is due to. Option A, atomic weight. Option B, atomic number. Option C, neutron number. Option D, valence electron. The correct answer is D, valence electron. The periodicity of properties in a periodic table is due to valence electron. Option D is correct. Question number 63. In a periodic table, the element in the same group have. In a periodic table, the element in the same group have. Option A, same atomic radii. Option B, same ionization energy. Option C, same number of valence electron. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is C, same number of valence electron. In a periodic table, the element in the same group have same number of valence electron. Option C is correct. Question number 64. As we move down a group, the atomic radius, option A decreases, option B increases, option C remain constant, option D none of these. As we move down a group, the atomic radius increases. Option B is correct. Question number 65. Across a period, the metallic character, option A increases, option B decreases, option C remain constant, option D first increases then decreases. The correct answer is B, decreases. Across a periodic, the metallic character decreases. Option B is correct. Question number 66. The highest oxidation state of an element is equal to its. The highest oxidation state of an element is equal to its. Option A, group number. Option B, period number. Option C, atomic number. Option D, mass number. The correct answer is A, group number. The highest oxidation state of an element is equal to its group number. Option A is correct. Question number 67. The maximum number of electron in a period is determined by. The maximum number of electron in a period is determined by. Option A, 2n, option B, 2n square, option C, n square, option D, n. The correct answer is 2n square. The maximum number of electron in a period is determined by 2n square. Option B is correct. Question number 68. In a periodic table, the most reactive known metal is. In a periodic table, the most reactive known metal is. Option A, oxygen, option B, fluorine, option C, chlorine, option D, bromine. The correct answer is B, fluorine. In a periodic table, the most reactive known metal is fluorine. Option B is correct. Question number 69. The energy released when an atom gains an electron is called. The energy released when an atom gains an electron is called. Option A, ionization energy. Option B, electron affinity. Option C, electronegativity. Option C, lattice energy. The correct answer is electron affinity. The option B is correct. The energy released when an atom gains an electron is called electron affinity. Question number 70. Which of the following element has highest electron affinity? Which of the following element has highest electron affinity? Option A, fluorine. option B oxygen, option C chlorine, option D bromine. The correct answer is C chlorine. The chlorine has the highest electron affinity. Question number 71. The concentration of reactants is doubled in a zero order reaction. The concentration of reactant is doubled in a zero order reaction. The rate of reaction will option A double, B becomes half, C remains unchanged, D quadruple. The correct answer is C remains unchanged. If the concentration of reactant is doubled in a zero order reaction, the rate of reaction will remain unchanged. That is option C is correct. Question number 72. A second order reaction with the two reactant A and B has a rate, law of the rate is equal to Ka into B. A second order reaction with the two reactant A and B has a rate, law of rate is equal to Ka into B. If the concentration of A is tripled and B is half, the rate will be. The second order reaction with the two reactant A and B has a rate, law of rate is equal to K into B. If the concentration of A is tripled and B is half, the rate will be option A decrease by half, option B tripled, option C increase by 1.5 times, option D remain constant. The correct answer is increase by 1.5 times. The rate will be increase by 1.5 times. The second order reaction with the two reactants A and B has a rate, law is equal to Ka into B. If the concentration of A is tripled and B is half, then the rate will be increased by 1.5 times. So option C is correct. Question number 73. The graph of a first order reaction with respect to time is the graph of a first order reaction with respect to time is option A straight line with a positive slope, option B a straight line with a negative slope, option C a parabola, option D an exponential curve. A graph of first order reaction with respect to time is an exponential curve. That is option D is correct. Question number 74. For an endothermic reaction, the activation energy for forward reaction is for an endothermic reaction, the activation energy for a forward reaction is option A less than that of reverse reaction, option B equal to the reverse reaction, option C greater than of the reverse reaction, option D independent of the reverse reaction. For an endothermic reaction, the activation energy for forward reaction is greater than that of the reverse reaction. That is option C is correct. Question number 75. The catalyst in a Haber process for ammonia synthesis is the catalyst in a Haber process for ammonia synthesis is option A iron, option B platinum, option D nickel, option D palladium. The correct answer is A iron. The catalyst in the Haber process for ammonia synthesis is iron. Option A is correct. Question number 76. The rate law of a reaction is Ka square. If the rate constant is 0.1 liter per mole into second, calculate the rate when A is equal to 2 mole per liter. The rate law for a reaction is Ka square. If the rate constant is 0.1 liter per mole into second, calculate the rate when A is equal to 2 mole per liter. By calculating, we will get the answer is equal to 0.8 mole per liter into second. That is option B is correct. You will calculate by the equation, and when you will calculate it, then it will become 0.8 mole per liter into second. That is option B is correct. Question number 77. A pseudo first order reaction is option A reaction where one reactant is in large excess, B a zero order reaction, C a reaction with no intermediate step, D none of these. Option A is correct, a reaction where one reactant is in large excess. That is option A is correct. A pseudo first order reaction is a reaction where one reactant is in large excess. Question number 78. If the activation energy of a reaction is very high, the reaction is if the activation energy of a reaction is very high, the reaction is very fast. Option B very slow. Option C independent of temperature. Option D spontaneous. The correct answer is B very slow. If activation energy of a reaction is very high, the reaction is very slow. Option B is correct. Question number 79. In a decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, the catalyst used is the catalyst used is option A platinum, option B manganese dioxide, option C iron, option D copper. The correct answer is B manganese dioxide. In a decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, the catalyst used is magnesium dioxide. That is option B is correct. Question number 80. The half life of a second order reaction is option A independent of initial concentration, option B directly proportional to initial concentration, option C inversely proportional to initial concentration, option D proportional to temperature only. The correct answer is C inversely proportional to initial concentration. The half-life of a second order reaction is inversely proportional to initial concentration. Option C is correct. Question number 81. Which element is known as the king of chemicals? Which element is known as the king of chemicals? Option A oxygen, option B hydrogen, option C sulfur, option D fluorine. The correct answer is fluorine. Fluorine is also known as king of chemicals. Question number 82. Which of the following has highest electronegativity? Which of the following has highest electronegativity? Option A lithium, option B chlorine, option C oxygen, option D fluorine. The correct answer is fluorine. Fluorine has the highest electronegativity. Question number 83. An element in a period 3 that forms a basic oxide is an element in period 3 that forms a basic oxide is option A sodium, option B silicon, option C phosphorus, option D sulfur. The correct answer is A sodium. Sodium is the basic oxide in period 3. Question number 84. The most abundant element in the earth crust is option A aluminum, option B iron, option C silicon, option D oxygen. The correct answer is oxygen. The most abundant element in earth crust is oxygen. The option D is correct. Question number 85. Which group of the periodic table contains noble gas? Which group of the periodic table contains noble gas? Option A group 15, group B group 16, C group 17, D group 18. The correct answer is D group 18. The group 18 contains noble gases. Question number 86. The energy required to remove an electron from an atom is called to remove an electron from an atom is called option A electron affinity, option B ionization energy, option C electronegativity, option D none of these. The correct answer is B ionization energy. The energy required to remove an electron from an atom is called ionization energy, hence option B is correct. Question number 87. The heaviest naturally occurring element is option A uranium, option B plutonium, option C osmium, option D thorium. The correct answer is A uranium. The heaviest naturally occurring element is uranium. Question number 88. An element in group 1 will have the valency of option A 1, option B 2, option C 3, option D 4. The correct answer is A 1. An element in group 1 will have the valency of 1. Question number 89. The atomic size of element increases as we move down a group because the atomic size of an element increases as we move down a group because option A nuclear charge increases, option B nuclear number of cell increases, option C shielding effect decreases, option D none of the above. The correct answer is number of cell increases. The atomic size of element decreases as we move down a group because the number of cell increases. So option B is correct. Question number 90. The D block element are also known as option A noble gases, option B alkali metal, option C transition metal, option D halogens. The correct answer is transition metal. The D block element are also known as transition metals. Question number 91. The rate of reaction at a given temperature depends on option A pressure, option B concentration of reactants, option C catalyzed use, option D all of these. The rate of reaction at a given temperature depends upon pressure, yes, concentration of reactants, yes, catalyst use is yes. So hence option D is correct, that is all of these. Option D is correct. Question number 92. The dimension of rate constant for a first order reaction is option A mole per liter into second, option B per second, option C liter per mole into second, option D none of these. The correct answer is B per second. So it is second inverse. Option B is correct. Question number 93. The chemical reaction is 50% complete in 2 hours and 75% complete in 4 hours. The chemical reaction is 50% complete in 2 hours and 75% complete in 4 hours. The reaction is option A 0 order, the option B first order, option C second order, option D cannot be determined. The correct answer is B first order. The chemical reaction is 50% complete in 2 hours and 75% complete in 4 hours. The reaction is B first order. Question number 94. The catalyst used in the contact process for sulfuric acid is option A iron, option B platinum, option C manganese dioxide, option D vanadium pentaoxide. The correct answer is vanadium pentaoxide. The catalyst used in the contact process for sulfuric acid is vanadium pentaoxide. Question number 95. The half-life of a first order reaction is independent of option A concentration of reactant, option B temperature, option C rate constant, option D activation energy. The correct answer is A concentration of reactant. The half-life of a first order reaction is independent of concentration of the reactants. Question number 96. Which of the following is an alkali earth metal? Alkali earth metal? Option A sodium, option B potassium, option C magnesium, option D fluorine. The correct answer is magnesium. Which of the following is an alkali earth metal? Magnesium is an alkali earth metal. Question number 97. The ionization energy decreases as we option A move across a period, option B moves down a group, option C increase nuclear charge, option D increase electronegativity. The correct answer is B moves down a group. Ionization energy decreases as we move down a group. Option B is correct. Question number 98. An element with atomic number 17 belongs to option A group 15, option B group 16, option C group 17, option D group 18. The correct answer is group 17. Question number 99. As we move across a period, the atomic size option A increases, option B decreases, option C remain constant, option D first increases then decreases. As we move across a period, the atomic size decreases. Option B is correct. Question number 100. The element with highest ionization energy is the periodic table is the element with the highest ionization energy in the periodic table is option A oxygen, option B fluorine, option C helium, option D neon. The correct answer is C helium. The element with the highest ionization energy in the periodic table is helium. Uh, this complete the 100 MCQ. In case of any doubt in any question or answer, please verify from textbook. I have discussed 100 MCQ which are belonging to the topic of chemistry, that is the periodic law, chemical kinetics, classification of elements, and periodicity in the property for NEET and other competitive exams. These questions are important for NEET, CBSE, class 12, JEE, NDA, CDS, and other competitive exams. These are most important questions. You may prepare other questions based upon these questions. Please go through each and every question several times so that you may be able to solve other questions. Please go through this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe my channel, and you may also share this channel to your friends. Those are preparing for NEET, JEE, CBSE and other competitive exams. Thank you.